Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be decluttering my powders, my eye primers, my face primers, and my concealer. You guys can see I actually don't have quite a bit of this, so I wanted to bulk them all together. And then I will declutter my BB creams and my foundations next. So let's go ahead and put all this in the inventory. If you guys have been following my decluttering process, you know that I started decluttering in 2015. I started up again in October of 2016, which I didn't finish, and now I am finishing off in August. I'll probably finish it actually off in September. So let's go ahead and write all of this down. I'm skipping BB creams. Like I said, I'm going to bulk that with my foundations next. So let's go ahead and write in concealers. You guys can see I started with 2. I added 3. Yeah, and now I have 5. Yes, that's true. All right, so let's write down 5 concealers here. So for powders, I bulked these together, so I have eye powders and face powders, and I have a total of 6, so that is 1 more, which is correct here. And then for eye primers, I actually went down, so I only have 4 right now, and then for face primers, I actually only have 3, and you guys can see I started with 4, I added 4, so at some point I actually did declutter those before now, but now I have 3, so that is great. Let's try and get it even better now. I would prefer, to be honest with you, just to have 2 in each category. I don't know if I'll be able to do that now because you guys can see I do have some brand new products that I do want to test out before I make that decision. So let's put all of this aside and I'll go over my powders first. Alright, so I only have 6 powders. These 2 here are the under eye setting powders. I have one from Tarte, and this is the Smooth Operator. This is actually a brand new, still sealed. I have not tried it or used it yet, so I definitely want to keep that guy. And then I also have one from e.l.f. This is also the high definition under eye setting powder. You guys can see I actually do date my makeup products whenever I open them. Sometimes I put in the expiration date and sometimes I put when I opened it. I believe this is actually when it was supposed to expire. But it does seem to be pretty good still. I don't have that much left in here, so I'm going to go ahead and actually keep this one as well. I honestly don't use under eye setting powder as much. A lot of times I just use my face powders for that as well. But since I only have 2, I'll go ahead and keep them both. Now for face powders, you guys can see I have 4 here. I would like to get this down to 2. I think 4 is an okay number to have, but because I don't use powders that often, usually I only use this guy right here, which is the e.l.f. high definition powder. I really only use this to take away the shine before I am filming. I should probably use it a little bit more often than that since I really do have a shiny T-zone, but you guys can see there's actually still quite a bit in here. I don't really use the sponge part, but I do like to keep it in here to keep all of the product in here. I just take a like fluffy brush and dab it in there and then really just cover up my T-zone area to make it less shiny. So I'll definitely go ahead and hold on to this guy. I personally would prefer this not to be as bulky as it is, so I don't know if I would repurchase that. I may find something that is a little less bulky. Alright, so out of these 3 products, let's go ahead and check these guys out. I'm not quite sure which ones I would like to keep. Like I said, I'm only going to keep one. So this one here is from Bare Minerals, and it is a translucent powder, so it definitely could be used as a setting powder. I believe it expired in 2016, but a lot of times these powders you guys can keep a little bit longer. Ooh, this one though definitely looks like it is old. It is very chalky, you guys can see, but oh my gosh, it is so like nice and creamy. But yeah, you guys can see it's actually pretty chalky there. Yeah, this is definitely way past its date, so I will have to unfortunately toss that one. All right, and then this Revlon Color Stay, I've had this forever. Yeah, this one actually I opened up in 2013 and it expired in 2015. I believe I actually had like this as a project pan and I didn't finish it, but you guys can see I did hit some major pan on that and it is completely broken. So let's go ahead and trash that. So that just brings us down to this guy. So possibly not even going to hold the two, but let's just check it out. So this one is from Maybelline. It's number 230. Oh, it's actually still good. Or actually, no, it did expire in February of 2017, and it's in Natural Buff. It does look like a shade that I would use. I personally don't know if I ever use this. Like I said, I've been focusing on that high definition powder. It's not all that creamy. Oh, but it actually does have a bunch of color to it. It does really help to take away the shine on my face. I don't know if you guys could see that. It even just took away the shine on my hand there. So, well, let's go ahead and hold on to this guy as well. So, 2 face powders and 2 under eye setting powders. That's great. And then we'll go ahead and put the ones that we are tossing aside. All right, now moving on to primers. I only have 3 face primers and then the 4 eye primers here. I have just started getting into primers a lot more. You know, my skin is getting a little bit older and I definitely am seeing the age, and the primers really does help to even out my skin tone. So I don't think I'll be getting rid of that many. Like you can see, a lot of these are brand new because I want to test them out. The face primer that I'm using right now is just this little mini guy. It is the Smashbox Photo Finish. I do really like this formula. It is almost like putting on a little bit more lotion on my face, which is perfect for Colorado since we are dry out here. So I'm going to go ahead and hold on to that guy. Now I also have this Neutrogena Healthy Skin Primer. I've never tried it, as you guys can see. It is brand new. It also has an SPF of 15, so I'll go ahead and hold on to that guy as well. I do prefer these tubes. I think that that is really nice. I also have this other mini guy. This is from Cover FX, and it's a mattifying primer with anti-acne treatment, which I actually really need right now. I have been breaking out like crazy. Let's give this guy a peek. Yeah, it's just a teeny little guy, so I'll hold on to this guy as well. So none of the face primers that I'm getting rid of. Technically, like I said, I want to hold on to 2 of each, but these are like practically 1 since they're just so small. I'll go through them really quickly. Now I also have 4 eye primers. I was using this MAC Painterly paint pot. You guys can see it's actually expired as well. This is, now I have been rotating a lot of my eye primers in with this because it's just so drying. It feels really nice and creamy, and you guys can see I have used a lot of it, but whenever I actually put it on my skin, I feel like it is just so dry and actually enhances all of the wrinkles on my eyelid. And because everybody just raved about this and loved it, I thought, you know what, maybe it's just my eyes deceiving me. Well, that's just like silly. Why would I second guess myself? So I'm definitely passing this guy along. I just do not see myself using it anymore, especially since I have other products right here that I can use. This is the one that I'm actually using right now, and I love it, and it's like really cheap. I think this might be even $1 or $2 from e.l.f., and it's the Mineral Eyeshadow Primer. Now this one has like kind of a gold tint to it, almost like a rose gold tint, but it is just so creamy. It's like I said, these are like putting a lotion on your skin and just giving it a little bit more hydration. I just love that, so I will hold on to this guy. Now these 2 are brand new. I have not opened them, so I'm not going to do that. I've been very good about not opening any products that I'm not using yet, especially if I love the product that I am using. This one here is by Elizabeth Mott, and it's called Thank Me Later. I'll go ahead and hold on to this guy. Yeah, it doesn't have an expiration date on it, so that's great. And then you can see this one is brand new as well, and this is from Julep, and it's called Blank Canvas Mattifying mattifying eye primer. Let's go ahead and just take a look at the packaging instead of opening it up. Wow, this one's a little bit hard to open here. I guess I'll just rip it. I don't need to have the box here. Ooh, this guy is a big guy here. I'm actually curious to see what it looks like. Can we open it without like having the product open? No, it doesn't look like it. So it does feel like it is going to be like a brush, but just a little bit thicker than the smaller one here. So go ahead and hold on to this guy as well. So let's just keep that out of the box now. All right, so not so bad on the primers here. Like I said, I just got rid of the MAC Painterly paint pot, but I really only have 3 of each of these, and I will finish off these little baby guys really quickly. All right, and moving on to concealers. I'm so glad I don't have that many concealers because I really don't use concealers all that much. Sometimes when I have a little bit of extra redness in my skin, the one that I have been using consistently is this one by Hourglass, and it is in the shade Vanilla. I have had this for a very long time as well. You guys can see that is pulled all the way up, so there really isn't that much left. I love this. It is so nice and creamy. Oh yeah, that is great. So if I do use a concealer, I generally will grab for this guy, but it is almost finished, so I definitely need to hold on to some of these guys and test them out. But I'm definitely going to hold on to this one. All right, now moving on to this guy. You guys can see it is brand new. It's from Physicians Formula. It's a Super BB concealer. It's in the shade Light Medium, which I think is going to be perfect for me. It does have an SPF in here. So usually when there's an SPF, there is an expiration date, because unfortunately the SPF does have an expiration date on it, which, I mean, technically the product could still be safe, but the SPF is no longer active, and it actually does. So it's expired in 2016. That's really unfortunate. I feel like I might actually give this away or throw it out because it is expired. I do have this one still left, and I may hold on to another one here. I'll put aside for now. And then we have this MAC Pro Longwear. This one was in the shade NW20. You guys can see it is like practically all gone. I literally may have one use out of here, but I'm definitely going to toss this guy. It expired in 2015, so it looks like I'm getting rid of 2 MAC products here, so I might just hold on to those guys to MAC it, although I have not been shopping for makeup for a while, so I don't know how long I want to hold on to like unused makeup. So let's go ahead and move on to this guy. This is from Trestique, and it's a mini concealer crayon in bisque. I feel like I may have already opened this guy up. It is brand new, if you guys can see that. Let's see how much product is in here. Whoa, there's actually quite a bit in there. Not like a full size, but let's go ahead and test this out next to the Hourglass. Oh, this one is a little bit orange for me. Yeah, I don't know if this will work for my concealer, so I'll go ahead and get rid of this guy. I can probably sanitize that and give it to one of my friends with a darker skin complexion, so we'll put that one aside as well. So that just leaves me to this brand new mini IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. It's a full coverage concealer. Let's take a look at this guy. Ooh, it's a little tube. Okay, it is totally sealed though. So let's just see. I mean, in the packaging, it looks like it may be okay. So I'll go ahead and hold on to these guys, and then I'll get rid of these guys. So let's take a look at what we have left. I have 2 of the concealers. I kept 2 face powders and then 2 eye powders, 3 eye primers. This is just a little baby guy. We just have 2 of the face primers left. So this is all of the items that I am getting rid of, which is great. So let's go ahead and write that in our inventory list. All right, so we started out with 5 concealers, and now I have 2, which is my magic number. Powders are all grouped together, but I have 4 of them, so 2 of the face and then 2 of the eyes. For eye primers, I only have 3 of those guys, which is great. I would like to get that to 2 as well. And then for face primers, I'm at my magic 2. So I definitely love those numbers. I will try and get all of those to 2 though. So I hope you guys are enjoying these decluttering videos, and maybe it will help inspire you to get rid of the makeup that you are not loving and only keep the ones that you love. So if you enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks again for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!